Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here for day 9 of the 13 days of Halloween treats. Hello, hello, how are you? I hope you're all doing very well today. I have a super cute, fun little yummy treat holder to share with you today. So I hope that you guys are all having a fabulous day. And let me grab my supplies here, make sure I have everything, and see that folks are coming in. Yay, I'm so excited. All right, so we have been trucking right along with the 13 days of Halloween treats. This is day 9, so we're really moving right along. Hi, Miss Judy, how are ya? All right, so here's what we are doing today. And first and foremost, I have to ask you a very serious question, okay? I have to know, have y'all seen the Cookies and Scream M&M candies? Is this cookies and cream flavor? Is this a brand new thing for this Halloween, or is this something that has been hiding from me for how long now? Because these things are so good. Oh my gosh, they are so yummy. So anyway, when it's time for the 13 treats of Halloween, I go around looking for all sorts of Halloween candies and whatnot, right? I mean, I have to have something to make treat holders for. So, I've shown you guys this in the first place, my little Creep It Real bucket that's full of all kinds of Halloween treats and goodies and, all the things. And I had this bag of M&Ms in there, and this is a family size bag, so obviously this isn't an individual bag. I keep telling myself that. Like, stay out of them, Dana. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carol and Linda. How are y'all doing? So anyway, I opened these up to make the little treat holder for today, and I tasted them, and that's the worst thing that you can possibly do. If you don't taste them, then you can just, leave them alone. But if you taste them, then it's like, oh, nom, 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 nom. So I have been trying very hard to be good and not eat them. But I had to put some in my little treat holder here. And of course I had to taste them. It's kind of like quality control. I mean, you got to taste them to make sure they're good. Otherwise, if they're not good, you don't want to hand them out to people. And I mean, they're M&Ms, so obviously they're going to be good, right? Okay, so you've got to have your M&M treats. Now, if you don't have the Cookies and Scream, that's okay. You'll notice that these are a little bigger than regular M&Ms, but they're really not quite peanut M&Ms. You could put either one or any of the above in this little holder. It's just a matter of how many you'd be able to fit, okay? So, with that in mind, let me grab my template. Just as with all of the other days of the Halloween treats, there's a template here, and there will be a template posted on my blog, and you'll be able to print that out, so you don't have to worry about measurements, writing anything down, or any of that. Just enjoy hanging out with me for a little bit and seeing how we put the project together, and then go back and print it out, or whatever you want to do. Okay. All right, I'm going to be using the Frightfully Cute Stampin' Die Bundle, and I feel like I've been using this a lot, but you know what? It's awesome. I love it. It has all these different possibilities, and I think we've been exploring them all very well, so I hope that you guys have been enjoying them too. But we're going to use the Stampin' Die Bundle. Of course, we're also going to be using a little bit of that cute Halloween Designer Series paper. I am determined to use every single one of the sheets, and I think we've used, I'll have to go back and look, but I think that we've used at least once each of the different papers, but I will check and see. Anyway, I'm also using a little of the Bumblebee ink and Memento Black ink. And of course, those super cute adhesive backed star sequins. All right, so let me set this stuff out of the way And I've kind of done a little bit of cheating on you guys today. I'm so sorry, but I hope you understand that I have already pre-scored and cut today's treat holder. And that's because if you have been following me and you've been following the treat holders, this one right here was, I believe, day 5. It's the Trident treat holder. It's actually made the exact same way. It's just that this one is long and skinny, and this one's almost square. And you know, but the assembly and everything is essentially the exact same thing. Okay, so you start out with your paper as it is shown here on the template. Your paper is going to be 7 3/4 by 5 1/2. You'll score on the long side at 1/2 inch, 3 5/8, 4 1/8, and then 7 1/4. You'll turn the paper, score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 4 1/2 inches, and then 5 inches. Okay. From there, we're going to cut a bunch away, and I will tell you that the reason why I went ahead and cut and scored everything is because it's the same pattern, just a different size, and because I wanted to go ahead and die cut the centerpiece. I hate using the die cut machine on my videos because sometimes it jiggles and rattles, or it's really close to the camera, and you know, it's just kind of a pain in the neck. So I like to be able to do it outside of the camera view. So here is what we end up with. Okay, so this is this, and I'll bring it right in here so you can see. On this end, I have mitered that 1/2 inch tab and cut away the 2 squares. And then on this same end that we mitered for a tab, we also cut the 2 long rectangles off. Okay, and then we cut on either side of the squares to make tabs, and then cut the excess squares off on all 4 because we don't need that, and then just miter each of the tabs. Okay, and then this will be our top and bottom flap. We'll miter those as well. All right, so now that we have that done, I've taken the Frightfully Cute frame here, this beautiful, beautiful frame. I'm in love with it. And just centered it best I can. This is eyeballed. I did not measure, but I did just center it best I could and die cut it out. So now I'm going to save this label for later. You'll see it later. I'll say that. You'll see it later. So I'm going to set it out of the way, and then I can get the die out of the way as well. And now we have our treat base. Right now, just like with all of our treat holders, you want to make sure that you burnish all of your lines really well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. So I don't know if you folks noticed, but I had pre-recorded yesterday's video and had started it uploading before I left for my Hostess Club meetup yesterday. So about 4 o'clock or so, somewhere in there, that I started uploading it. And you know, I got home yesterday evening, and you know, I was a little bit tired, and I had been battling a big migraine all afternoon. So, you know, I came home, got comfy, got settled in for the night, didn't think anything of it. I got up this morning to check and see if anyone had commented on my video, and wouldn't you know, that silly thing wasn't even uploaded totally yet. It showed that it was at like 13%. Holy cow. So as you can imagine, when I tell you that I am having issues with my internet right now, that may be an understatement. So I'm hoping that this video is clean and clear and not fuzzy and distorted, which I assume that it is good, because normally at this point, if it's fuzzy or out of focus, someone usually tells me. So I'm going to assume that since no one's saying anything, that it's not messed up. All right, I'm taking this piece of window sheet, which is 2 3/4 by 2 1/4, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of liquid glue around my die cut shape here. And I'm on the inside of my treat holder at this point, okay? And I want to be fairly light-handed with my glue. So I'm just kind of brushing it around the edge of my die cut frame here. And that's because we're making this sweet little window for you to see your candies out of. There we go. And then lay that baby right there. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now what I don't want is any glue seeping out. It's a little blurry, not bad. If you tap on it, it clears, then goes back to a little blurry. Okay, Carol, if it clears when you tap it, then that is your viewing, not my video. So, you know, you live not too far from me, so we're both what I would consider relatively rural when it comes to internet quality. So I would say that you probably suffer with the same afflictions that I do regarding internet. Okay, friends, we're going to leave this to sit here for just a second, okay? I'm not going to put any pressure on it because, you know, I got just a little, even after I said not heavy-handed with the glue. I have a brand new bottle of glue, and so it's really, really soft-handed and sensitive. So I'm just going to kind of work my way around that right there. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue on the tab that we have mitered. All right. And then I can fold this part over and fold the last side right over the top. And then I want to make sure I burnish it back the other direction as well. And then there is our box. Okay. So now, of course, we want to make sure that we tuck one tab in. Okay. So there's that. And now we'll fill our little treat holder with some of those yummy M&Ms. Now, like I said, these M&Ms are a bit bigger than normal ones. Well, I was trying not to touch them, so I guess I have to eat those ones, don't I? Darn it. I hate that. Maniacal laughing be had. Okay, I don't want to fill it too full because these things are kind of piled on top of each other and they're turned sideways, so they make the holder pop open if I do that. So I don't want it to be too full. Give it a little rattle and, you know, settle them in. There we go. All right. Now, I need some of that gingham ribbon, and I'm going to guesstimate that it's approximately 17 inches. You know, that I don't know exactly because I'm going to tie it directly from the spool. But I'm guessing it's approximately 17 inches. Okay, so I'm just lining it up just at the bottom edge of my little window here. And I'm going to tie a sweet little bow. Oh, Carol, you're so sweet. Yeah, actually, I think I just saw that someone had said something about San Diego or uh, San Francisco, one of the sands in California. So that's pretty exciting, isn't it? Thank you. You're so sweet. Carol is one of my girls that got to see me last night. And we actually made some really cute little Halloween gnomes, which they all did a great job. So I'm super proud of them. All right, now I'm going to take my designer series paper. This is 2 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to get some Stampin' Seal going here. And I'm tucking it just under the edge of the ribbon. And even on all 3 of the other sides. So I want it to just barely sit under the edge, but I want it to be about the same distance on all 3 sides here. Okay. Let's put that down. There we go. Okay. And now I have, this would have been a 2 by 2 piece that we're doing with the bumblebee and the moon. Oh, Judy, you're in Canada? How cool is that? I'm international. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, so I have stamped the moon in Bumblebee ink, and we'll just put a little bit of Stampin' Seal on the back of this, and right up here near the top right-hand corner, okay? And then, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I am in love with that black glitter paper. Carol, by the time you're done seeing all these projects, you're going to need your paper right now. So hopefully it'll be in soon. The black glitter paper was on back order, but I believe it is available and shipping again, so that's exciting. All right, now I'm putting liquid glue on this, and I know that I want it to hang over just a tiny bit, so I'm not going to put glue on this edge because these little branches are going to hang over. And I'm not too worried about putting glue all the way up, like every single branch doesn't need to have glue. I just want enough to keep it from lifting off the paper, okay? All right, and then we're going to put this guy right over the edge of the label window on that side and kind of hug the edge of it just like that. There we go. Okay, and now I need to get the Happy Halloween to You stamp. Okay. And we're going to stamp this in the Memento Black. Don't ask me why I stamped the moon and not the sentiment. I couldn't tell you. Probably had something to do with the fact that I die cut the circle before I stamped it or some silly thing. I don't know. You never know with me. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to line this up. There we go. Okay, and then I will put some dimensionals here, and I use every single stitch of my dimensionals, okay? So I cut around the edges and get all of the dimensional off the whole sheet, and you should too, because that's all good stuff, so don't throw it away. It's especially good for little spots where you can, where you need to cut some little tiny pieces. I love using the edges for that. All right, now I'm gonna hang my label over just a tiny bit, and I'm checking to make sure that my dimensional isn't hanging off as well. So I just want to make sure that it's setting on my treat holder right there. And then the last thing we need to do is put those super cute little stars, right? Okay. All right, I think I'm using the big ones. Yes. I've been using the little ones so much, but the big ones are really nice too. All right, we'll put one there and one up here and grab this one and put it down here, shall we? Let's go right there. All right. All right, friends, there we have it. Day 9 of the Halloween treats. Isn't it fun? So super cute. These would be great to give to your doctors or a secretary or anybody. You know what? These would be great to just put in your pocketbook and take them into town with you and give them to a cashier or a clerk or whatever. So fun and so cute. All right, my friends, I will let you go for this evening. Thank you so very much for being with me today and watching the 9th day of the 13 days of Halloween treats. I hope that you've been enjoying these super cute little treat holders. And if you liked them, give the video a thumbs up, please. YouTube really enjoys seeing the thumbs up on the videos. It helps the videos get seen, and I love if you'd share it with your friends if you like to, and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm gonna go eat those M&Ms now. So until next time, my friends, I will talk to you later. Bye for now.